Fuck Klimp cells, fuck in-smelfs. Fuck Amtrak, fuck Delta, fuck chin cells. Fuck aeroplane overhead bin cells. Fuck Reddit, fuck Quora, fuck Deus Ex Universe Hub. Fuck Google Pay, fuck AirPods, fuck short-form content and people who watch it. You're acting burst, you need to swatch it. Fuck online advertising, I'm not clicking it. Fuck automated doors, I'm not pressing the Reddit button. Fuck modal prompts, I'll ask if I want you. Shut your midget ass up. Fuck Uber, fuck Google Maps, fuck your apps, you made the website, retard. Fuck Pokemon, fuck Nickelodeon. Fuck the iCarly reboot, fuck Intel Ski Boot. Fuck the so-called security state. Why do you have to see my dick, penis, and balls to make you feel safe? Fuck the Apple goggles, point that shit at me and get 9/11'd. Fuck potpourri, fuck Jelly Belly car freshener. Yankee Candles can yank my handle. You stink chimps ought to climp your smelf. I would have been very sad to miss out on an interview with Paula, especially if I knew the kind of interview I would get. Likely the most reserved member of the gang, and the one I felt I knew the least, I didn't expect to get as many words out of Paula as I did. My stupid questions were working. Paula speaks with a measured passion about the subjects that she enjoys. She takes joy in sharing history and cultural knowledge. She's also a great cook. How many of your internet friends have you met before?
I don't really keep count of my internet friends, but in terms of in real life, which is you and the two other friends we have right now, I don't really have a huge online presence, that kind of thing.
When did you start using the internet?
Well, in terms of having internet access, I started from pretty young. I don't keep track of my age or when things happen in my life, so pretty young. The computer was still beige and blocky, so make that what you will. But in terms of actual social media access, I think started in around 2010-ish. Yeah, I made a Facebook account and that's about it. When I first started using the internet, I was like a really little kid, so I was basically just playing Flash games. I didn't really interact with anybody at all. Mine was like some Chinese Flash game website, so pretty horrible games. I still have trauma over one of the games.
Tell me more about that.
Okay, so it was a Christmas themed like mini game collection. You're set inside a circus, and the mini games were so bad. There's one where it's kind of like those maze minigame that goes on forever, except you don't know what the actual solution is. And when you take a step back, it does not take you to the entrance of the maze. It takes you back to the last room, which is infinitely generated. So I was just lost there for hours and hours, while the same song, Santa Claus is Coming to Town, playing over and over and over again in the background. I still don't like that song. It still gives me anxiety. So to this day, when I see like maze minigame in the game, I start like panicking and start looking for a guide. I actually went back to the Flash game website just a few weeks ago to try to find that same minigame collection. I can't find it anymore. It's probably for the best.
Tell me something you don't like about the internet.
Where do I even start? Rapid, immediate access to people's private abode. One thing that probably gets talked a lot about is the fact that you're always connected to something. You're always connected to your workplace, you're always connected to your ex or whatever. And you just have no sense of like personal space anymore. You're always somehow connected to the wider world or the wider society. And also on the other hand is that early internet is when you are anonymous, is a separate space than reality. But now internet is reality. So anything that is on internet is used for or against people in real life. And also the original idea for internet, it started as a military technology, like many things in life. And there was talk about how internet would be this kind of knowledge reservoir that everyone can access freely, so we can, as fellow humans, we can all advance together. But obviously, that's not being used the case. It's instead fallen prey to slander, propaganda. People can say whatever they want, and that will be your reality. You form views, you form like sense of knowledge. That all came from the internet these days, and why would people lie on the internet, right?
What's the worst thing you've ever seen on the internet?
Personally, I play on a smart side. I don't go on weird websites. I try to keep myself away from shock images. I have never seen some of the common stuff floating around. I just have the mindset to not go there. But obviously, through some streamers, I found out about Elsa Gate. And through Elsa Gate, I found out about all the YouTube Kids content, actual horror that children are being exposed to, just on loop, all day, every day, by irresponsible parents. That, I believe, is causing problems with kids. I mean, the recent Skibbity toilet thingy is genuinely giving kids toilet-related trauma, and I've seen, on parent education websites where parents are asking for help about how to help their kids overcome Skibbity toilet trauma because they would refuse to be potty trained. Yeah, I just think about what we are doing to these kids. Well, not us specifically, but society as a whole. I feel like we're failing the younger generation. I'm 25, hell. I'm already feeling like we're failing the younger generation.
Have you ever had an interaction with a stranger about internet culture at all?
Oh boy. I was in one of my university classes last year, and I overheard people sitting behind me discussing Chris Chan. And one man was clearly in the know about the whole Chris Chan lore, the whole Christery, whereas the other guy is just his friend, the innocent bystander who was being educated on Chris Chan lore. It was almost soon after the whole incest fallout thing, so it was topical. And I assume it's probably the friend who saw it trending on Twitter. Oh, I'm sorry, X. It just asked the random question, thinking that he would not get 2 hours of lore dump.
Imagine we're in medieval times. What would be your job?
Realistically speaking, as a woman, I'm probably stuck at home having babies and washing dishes or whatnot. Yeah, that's the boring, realistic answer. And if I were to say one step removed, that likely a farmer on the same time as well. Again, 99% of people were like that. My dream job in a medieval time, I don't know, man. Forest elf. Forest cryptid, I should say.
I didn't know that was an option we could do. Why wouldn't you do that?
I mean, I love indoor plumbing. Genuinely, I love being able to just turn on a tap and get water. Press the button and everything goes away in the toilet. Again, just one of those convenient things in modern society that don't really get talked about, just how nice it is just have water. My hometown actually is more kind of backwater village in China, so indoor plumbing was really recent, but not that recent, but it's not every household has it. So some still live in, they still have to use a outhouse somewhere on the property. And yeah, I went back one time visiting my extended family. It was not fun.
Do you think the world would be better off if we just got rid of the internet?
Depends on how we get rid of it. If we were to say we just snap a finger and the internet disappears, and the knowledge to create internet once again disappears forever, I think we would have a major societal collapse because everything is so linked to internet at this point that companies will not work, schools will not be able to work. Just complete collapse, and we have to kind of learn to go back to pre-internet era stuff. The internet is very much a singularity kind of thing. But if we were to say, if society just never developed internet at all, I think it could work, but it would be something else to replace internet in its place to connect people. Phones were kind of doing that back in the days already. Also telegraph, stuff like that. Another thing to say is that there were ways to link people's mind before internet even, and that's through lithography. Through lithography, you were able to mass produce like one piece of image or media, and that was used in propaganda, like during Nazi Germany and stuff like that. When art was divorced from its physical medium and become kind of amorphous thing that can be reproduced indefinitely. And because it is divorced from a personal connection of you with the art piece, its only purpose became political. Its only purpose became propaganda. And propaganda was obviously used to steer people's mind in the right direction, the way they put it. So even then, people were finding ways to kind of morph the way you perceive reality.
When you die, you're going to heaven in a video game, and you're an NPC in that video game. What is that video game for you?
Animal Crossing. Honestly, I feel like if I were to go to heaven, provided if I go to heaven, I would not want to deal with the bullshit that is life. My other answer was Pokemon, but in Pokemon, it's just that you have magical animals next to you. You still need to go to work. You still need to deal with life. And there are so many points in the game where they make reference about the struggles in life. If I died, I don't want to go through that anymore. I'm going to chill.
Is there anything else you'd like to say that you feel you didn't get a chance to?
I'm in a group, but I had never actually formally played a game. Everything I know about the game kind of came through osmosis from just talking to you guys. And I don't even really talk that much in the group chat at all either. So I'm kind of just like, I'm a cloud friend. The primary reason I use internet is more for research purposes. Like, internet is a great place if you want to find these kind of resources. Back in the days, you have to go to a library, and your local library does not have a certain book. You have to travel to a city, or you're just fucked. With internet, I can sit in my home and read 200 essays if I wanted to, just from the comfort of my chair. I don't really have any in real life friends, I will say. I don't really get out of my house often. So internet is really the only place I get to socialize with my friends, like who may or may not have moved out of the city. It's nice. Definitely internet is a tool that you utilize. The problem just lies in the fact that people let it become their reality.